But my goodness me, what a tough group in the women's doubles. Well, on court 2, the number 1 seeds in the women's doubles, the identical twin sisters, Lu Ying and Liu Yu, came through against Fukuman and Yonao. 2 straight games, 21-19, 21-18. So the number 1 seeds in the women's doubles have played 2 and won 2, so they're looking good at the moment. So just 2 more matches to come here on day 2 of competition, and we've got the defending champion, the world number 1, and of course 2-time world champion Chen Long. He's up against Hu Yun of Hong Kong. Then we've got the women's singles to finish today, and the current world number 1, Carolina Marin, against the former world number 1, Sina Nehwal. Sina Nehwal lost yesterday, so it's vital that she wins today. Well, Chen Long, there's the defending champion waiting in the wings. He's already been in 3 finals of the Super Series finals, chatting to his opponent Hu Yun. That's nice to see. Chen Long, the number 1 seed, the world number 1 on the Super Series standings. 10 of the 12 tournaments, 6 finals, winning 5 of them. What a year he's had. Hu Yun, well, he was in the final in Singapore, and that is only Super Series final this year. All 12 tournaments played and finished ranked 8 on the Super Series standing.
This is the Dubai World Super Series finals. Please welcome the players onto court 1 for the men's singles. First up, the number 1 seed from China, Chen Long.
The defending champion and 2-time winner of this event, Chen Long of China.
And please welcome his opponent onto court number 1 in the men's singles from Hong Kong, Hu Yun.
Hu Yun of Hong Kong making his 3rd appearance at the Super Series finals. Didn't make it last year, but was in the finals in 2012 in Shenzhen and again in 2013 in Kuala Lumpur. In fact, in 2012 he made it to the semi-final. And who did he lose to in the semi-final 3 years ago? Yes, his opponent of today, who went on to win the title. So our court officials, same duo, seeing us through this evening's session.
I got a green and a black. Hu Yun. Which one? Black one?
See the toss of the coin.
This side. Service. Thank you.
First duty, and it's interesting, Chen Long choosing end and choosing that far side of the court. So this Group A encounter, the defending champion and number 1 seed Chen Long of China up against Hu Yun of Hong Kong. Chen Long, the world number 1, and has been world number 1 since the 24th of December last year, so very nearly a year without interruption as the number 1. His win-loss record for the year is very impressive, isn't it? He's been in 8 finals from 12 tournaments, and of course, apart from his 6 Super Series tournament finals, he's also won the Chinese Taipei Grand Prix Gold, and of course, retained the world title as well. Now, yesterday he had to play against his teammate, Tian Haowei, the left-hander, who replaced Lin Dan at the Super Series finals, and as you can see, it looked very comfortable indeed. So to his opponent, Hu Yun, who was born in Wuhan, in Hubei province in China, which is where we played the 2012 Thomas & Hubert Cup finals. He's currently 13 in the world ranking, but he has been as high as 4. So the 34-year-old, well, another a good year, solid year as far as he's concerned on the Super Series. Reached the final of Singapore, where he lost out to Kento Momoto, having been 12-7 up in the third game. His win-loss record for the year, that's one final from 19 tournaments, and yesterday he lost out to the European champion and number 3 seed Jan Jorgensen from Denmark. Very close second game, as you can see, but it goes down as a loss nonetheless, so he really does need to win this match today against Chen Long. And he's certainly done it before, because this is the 9th meeting between the two players, and he has won on 2 previous occasions, but not the last time they met. The last time was in the second round of the Australian Super Series earlier this year, and as you can see, it was a very one-sided encounter. So Henrik Boas from Denmark, our umpire, and Diraj Gunadre of Mauritius as service judge. Well,
Ready to play.
2 players on courts, both highly talented, both born in China. Chen Long will turn 27 next month. He was also born in Hubei province. But Hu Yun moved to Hong Kong in 2005.
Ladies and gentlemen,
representing Hong
on my
Kong
right,
in 2008.
Hu Yun, Hong Kong, China. On my left, Chen Long, China. Hu Yun to serve. Love all. Play.
So Hu Yun of Hong Kong.
Service over.
Now,
One
I spotted
block.
a back support on Hu Yun. Certainly didn't look awfully careful, or looked a little careful on that round the head shot there. Oh, that's lovely.
2
Oh,
long.
another incredible year from Chen Long. 5 Super Series titles in this calendar year. Oh, that's
Service
lovely.
over.
And here's a man who has never
1,
won
2.
a title, not just Super Series, he's never won any title. He's been in 4 finals, 3 of them Super Series, but that international title so far has eluded him.
And he's been playing really well, I think, on a number of occasions. He just hasn't been able to put it all together in one tournament, even though he had this quite big chance against Kento Momoto. I actually think that the men's singles of Hong Kong, they've improved quite a bit.
Yes, of course, Kai Long reached the semi-final of the last of the Super
3,
Series events
2.
at home, Hong Kong player.
And Hung Wei has been playing some good matches.
Yeah.
Wang Winky also done well.
Service over.
Not entirely at the top level where they thought of
3,
threatening to win tournaments, but still, players, you have to be really careful when you play. Got off to a very bad start yesterday against Jan Jorgensen, Hu Yun.
Oh, look at that net shot. That's amazing. But you're right, he's one of those players that sometimes he can plays sublime badminton. There's no question he's a world-class player. You don't get to number 4 in the world, as he has done. I know that was a couple of years ago, but you know, on other occasions, I look at his results from the year. Only 3 times from 19 tournaments has he progressed past the quarter-final stage.
Yeah.
You know, so that's an awful lot of first or second round losses.
Yeah. I can't help but think if it's a physical question, he's carrying that knee strapping on his right knee, and sometimes it seems like he's not really putting weight on, or of course he's putting some weight, but not enough weight on his right leg. But I mean, it's not. Doesn't look like a tight strapping at all. It looks like some kind of a band.
Serves over. 4-6. Serves over. 7-4. Seven, 4.
Oh my goodness, he's done it again. Would you believe it?
8.
This was all perfect net play.
Definitely not afraid to challenge at the net.
Oh, that's amazing, isn't it?
Chen Long almost gets it back also.
Force a short lift, easy opportunity to play the winner.
9-4.
But it's funny you should allude to the fact that sometimes Hu Yun, he's a very laid-back character on court anyway, and his desire to win is unquestioned, but you know, he does blow a little bit hot and cold, and you know, his enthusiasm for the sport is really quite extraordinary. I remember reading an article and an interview that he had given, and despite the age and the injury problems and so on, he said, I want to keep playing until I can't run anymore. So, you know, he's going to keep going and keep going.
Yeah.
And he loves it.
That's interesting because we actually saw a lot of the older stars playing at the World Senior Championships this year in Sweden. Haryanto Arbi, the former world champion in men's singles, he got another world championship in men's doubles at that time together with Trikus Haryanto. So it's interesting to see that.
Still love to play.
Yeah.
Mayuki Maeda is the same as well. Her ambition, she listed as wanting to play badminton forever.
7-9.
It's a super angle, isn't it?
Yeah. Very well placed. A little bit of margin still, so it won't change to be an error.
10-7.
It's been really good at the net so far, Hu Jin.
Oh, yes.
Service over. 8-10.
Only Super Series tournament final that Chen Long has lost this year. His home event, China Premier Super Series, where he lost to Li Chongwei.
9-10.
Yeah, and that's 2 of his losses, and of the 5 losses he had this year. That's
Yeah.
come recently against Li Chongwei.
One of his losses this year was to his opponent of today in the last 16 of Singapore. Goes back level.
10-all.
You remember the other player he lost to this year? Or the other 2 players, I should say.
That's a tough one.
Teammate Tian Haowei in Japan.
Yeah, that's puzzling because he really easy disposed of him yesterday.
Yeah.
2 times 13.
Oh, it's brilliant. Look at that.
11-10.
Lovely way to go to the
Interval.
mid-game interval. Brilliant smash. The other person he lost to was Kashyap Parupalli, of course, in Indonesia. Quarter-final stage, and we very much hope Kashyap is on his road to recovery.
Yeah, he's injured.
Yeah, very nasty calf muscle tear during the French Open. So just 1 point in it, 10 minutes to play. Charles Schwenzer, Chinese coach.
Code 1, 20 seconds. Code 1, 20 seconds. $11-10. Play. Service over. 11-all. Service over. 12-11. Service over. 12.
Ready to pounce on that.
Yeah. It's important to follow up on the good net shots. He's been dominating the net here in the first part of first game.
Oh, yes.
I just have this feeling that Hu Yun has been playing
12.
pretty much up to his standards so far, and I feel that Chen Long has the possibility of kicking it up a gear if he needs to
Yeah.
towards the end of this first game. Oh, that's a good deception.
Oh, I'd challenge that, wouldn't you?
No, I think it was on the line.
Do you?
Yeah.
13-all.
Oh,
It's really hard to see.
yeah. Oh, that one's definitely wide.
14. 13.
Yeah, no question of that.
Service over. 14 all.
Oh my goodness me. I think he was looking at Chen Long rather than watching the shuttle. Yeah, he had his eye on his opponent rather than watching the shuttle onto the racket.
Service over.
Really tight net play again from Hu Yun. I think his net shot touched the net court.
Yeah, you're right, it did. Oh, my goodness, it almost came back over, didn't
It's
it?
impressive that he can hit it so close from where he's standing, because Chen Long is actually playing the shuttle a little bit into the court, making it hard to judge the speed of the net shot.
Service over. 16, 15.
Yeah, it's a lovely angle.
That was another one.
This is brilliant from Hu Yun. Oh my goodness! What a rally! Oh,
It's
he's
in.
landed in! He's left it and it landed in! My goodness, Chen Long was under severe pressure. Look how he's moving Chen Long from side to side. Extraordinary rally.
What a great touch at the net.
17.
A bad net shot for Hu Yun is a net shot that doesn't touch the net court.
Yes.
It's not about not getting over. They get over all of them.
Play.
Yeah.
Eighteen.
Well, there you go. That's the kiss of death, isn't it?
Yeah.
Service over. 16, 18.
Yeah, he's done it again. From quite deep in court, certainly behind that
17,
front
18.
service line. And he just gives that little block or net shot a little bit of extra height, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And gets it so tight to
Yeah.
the net.
And it actually reminds me of a person I mentioned earlier, Haryanto Abi, the world champion of '95.
Yeah.
He was so good at that.
Service over.
This time it was a little bit too high.
19, 17.
Yeah, and he mustn't overplay it because Chen Long is starting to look for it.
Yeah. He's simply got to lift a couple of
Yeah.
shots from the same position.
20, game point, 17.
Really jinxed his net game there.
Yes, you have.
Sorry about that.
But it's interesting, isn't it? This is what makes champions, you know. It's tight all the way, and then suddenly Chen Long come the crucial moments.
Yeah.
Just ups his intensity.
Game.
Yeah, and closes out the opening game. 21-17.
First game, won by Chen Long, 21-17.
19 minutes of play, and the opening game to the defending champion.
正常，在打的，就是在打的过程就找自己的那种的心态。我觉得这个那个球挺可惜的，
哪啥？
有点杀球，挺好的。
Charles Ranzan, the world champion in 2003.
可能觉得，这别人害得他。
对，他就是这样，让我们做好自己。
Magnificent final it was too against Wang Chunhan, 3 games. What a brilliant match.
这个球应该稍微高一点，再拿不到你。这个一个注意的。
Yeah, two great players. I always felt that Wang Chunhan was not being recognized enough. He was really, really good
Yeah.
in those 2 years, 2003, 2004, but just lacked that little bit of luck or coolness. Had a great chance of winning the World Championship 2003, and also was playing really well at the Olympics in 2004, but lost in 3 games to Taufik Hidayat.
The grip powder just makes the toweling grip there a little more
Court
tacky,
one,
and therefore
20
it's easier
seconds.
to change your grip.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Second game, double play. One lock.
He's relying a lot on his net game, Hu Yun, and I fear that he will have difficulties if he has to change his strategy against Chen Long. That could be one of the explanations why he's been struggling to get a tournament win out of it. The ability to adjust your game.
2 lock.
Not only adjust your game, but you were making the point the other day about having a different way of playing.
Yeah.
You can't just only have one style. You've got to be able to play more than one tactical sort of format within your matches.
Yeah, because you'll very likely meet someone who suits your playing style well, or you suit his or her playing style well, whether it's men's singles or women's singles. We've seen that with the match we saw earlier between Ratchanok Intanon and Wang Yihan. Both are great players. There's nothing that would sort of support an 11-0 head-to-head in favor of Wang
3
Yihan.
lock.
No.
That's the case.
Yeah. So good, isn't it?
4 lock.
I mean, presumably there was nothing wrong with the cross-court clear from Hu Yun.
No.
It's just a magnificent angle on the cross-court smash from Chen Long.
He's so efficient playing back at the opponent when they're crossing. Played back where they came from.
Yeah, it's
They
gone
actually
long.
have to do it, otherwise they will be able to control the rallies. If you play too much straight back.
Six, love.
Seems a little disheartened now, Hu Yun.
I suppose this is probably one of the only downsides to group play. You know, there's a difference in ranking points and prize money for all 4 places. Or I should say third and fourth place in the group, because of course the first and second go through to the semi-final
7,
knockout stage.
lost.
But, you know, he's got to look at it now. He's played 1 match, he's already lost 1 match. Does he save his energy? Because Tian Hao Wei has played 2 matches, lost 2 matches. So if Hu Yun loses this, then it's a straight fight tomorrow for who finishes
They're
third.
playing it out for the third place. And for extra prize money, extra Olympic qualifying points, it could be really crucial for Hu Yun, as we must expect that Hong Kong will qualify at least 1 player, perhaps 2.
Yeah.
And then they have to select between the 4 players that we mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
Wei, Kalong, and Wang
9,
Ki.
love.
And and as Jano Jorgensen won earlier today in his group match, and if Chen Long wins here, then we have the qualifiers for the semi-final.
Yes, exactly.
1, 9.
Jano Jorgensen beating Tian Hao Wei 21-17, 21-16 earlier today. So that, you know, that begs the question: is it sensible for Hu Yun? I mean, it's a long way down. It'd take a miracle for him to come back now anyway. But, you know, the mentality of coming into this second game having lost the first, it's almost as if, well, it'll take such a huge effort to win this match.
I think
I'll save myself for tomorrow.
Yeah, I think from he lost the first game, he knew that this was going to be really, really hard.
Yeah.
And it's not that you do it on purpose or anything. It's just that it just seems like an obstacle you can't overcome.
Yeah.
He played a good first game. A lot of his net shots were really, really good until
2, 9.
Until
we
you jinxed him.
Yeah. and then he's back to square one and still needs to win 2 games.
Yeah.
And Chen Long is looking strong.
Serves over. 10-3.
It's one-way traffic at the moment, isn't it?
Serves over. 4-10.
Great net shot.
Serves over.
And that's where some of the weaknesses are on Hu Yun's part. When he's caught off guard, when he's being deceived a little bit in the shots, his retrieval there is not as good as some of the other players here in this tournament.
Second point advantage going through the second game. 2 minutes shy of the half-hour mark, and I can tell you 28 minutes was the length of the first game of the women's doubles we just saw. So this going in double quick time in comparison.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Play. Four.
Oh, that's short.
Serves over.
Chen Long tried to guess, and he guessed
5-12.
incorrectly. Yeah, I really do like the way he plays these net shots and gives it a bit of height to get it close to the tape.
Yeah, it's really high-risk shots.
Yeah. But if it works, it's very, very effective, isn't it? There it is again.
Yeah.
Oh, but that time didn't work.
13-5.
Yeah, proves your point.
And that's the problem with it, that if it doesn't work, then it's a loser. If it does come over and it's not close enough, then it's an easy net spin for the opponent. So in the long run, I think he needs to mix it up with some flat lifts.
Serves over.
Good smash.
6-14.
Oh, my goodness. Fast and furious.
7-14.
Almost like doubles play. Oh, it's
Oi.
good.
8-14.
I would have been tempted to have a little challenge, but
Yeah.
I know we're not in the best position to see.
No.
Oh, yeah.
It's good.
It was in. Good call, line judge. Oh, it's tight net play.
Good retrieval. So important that he gets it long. Chen Long.
Missed it.
Serves over. 15-8. White. Okay. 16-8.
I take your point completely now, Steen. Yeah, it is high risk, isn't it?
It's what you do when you have a little injury and you really seek the 50-50 chances, then you go for it.
Yeah.
Hope it's the winner.
Good rally. Oh! That's absolutely delightful.
17-8.
What a cross-court neck shot to finish the rally. Yeah, that hit the top of the tape before it went over as well.
$18-8.
And especially high risk on the return of serve, I guess.
Yeah, because I mean, it doesn't come as a surprise to Chen Long that this is what he's going for, Hu Yun, so he's alert to that.
Serves over. 9-18.
From his second win in the group. And if he converts, as Steen Peterson was saying just a moment ago, then we know that the two qualifiers from Group A will be Chen Long and Jan-O Jorgensen, because they both played 2 and won 2, providing he closes out this game here.
10-19.
Nice.
11-19.
Well, it's resistance and defiance despite the odds, and I like to see that in a player. It's good.
Serves over.
Yeah, I very much take your point now.
12.
It is very high risk. Well, match points and semi-final qualifying points, despite the fact that he will have another match tomorrow. Yeah. Clinical performance from the defending champions. 21-17, 21-12. 37 minutes.
Won by Chen Long, 21-17, 21-12.
So their confirmation, Chen Long will be in the semi-finals because he and Jan-O Jorgensen have both played 2 and won 2. Tomorrow, of course, they will play off for who tops the group, but he's definitely qualified. Yeah, a little smile from Chen Long, that's nice to see. Job well done. So, Chen Long looking good at the moment in defence of his title. Chen Long. 2 wins out of 2 matches. And Janne Jorgensen of Denmark also the same. So in Group A of the men's singles, it is indeed Chen Long and Janne Jorgensen who will qualify. But they'll play off tomorrow to decide who tops the group. Next up, we've got women's singles, our last match of the day, and it's the current world number 1, Carolina Marin, against the former world number 1, Saina Nehwal. Well, as far as Carolina Marin is concerned, number 1 in the world, number 1 on the Super Series standing. She's won 5 Super Series titles this year, only the 4th player to win 5 Super Series titles in 1 calendar year. The other 3 were all Chinese. Saina Nehwal, the former world number 1. She finished ranked 6, having played just 9 tournaments, but 3 finals, winning her home event in India.
This is the Dubai